it is a mad rush. We're trying to get stuff sorted, but we have hit a bit of a snag. Not ideal in the sense of working environment. It's because of these. So that is like a slim profile one. So when you cut your hole in the ceiling, yo, morning, welcome to the channel. So today we're going to be getting on with some second fix in this room. So we are at the big build and it is, as usual, 1 step forward, 3 backwards. So the lads have been getting on with skimming out this room. So today I have got a load of sockets to do. Hopefully the map plans out for the ceiling. But yeah, loads to do. The lads are plastering within an inch of their life. And let's get stuck into the video. So I found the map as well, which always is a little bit concerning. I have promised that as of towards the end of last year, I'll be much better and do the maps and put them on the group so we can all see them. So believe it or not, in this room there is 8 downlights going in. So there's going to be one in this bay because it might actually end up being a desk area. Not quite sure, but the way we've done it, they can get rid of it if it becomes a wardrobe. And then where you are now, there's another one there, and then that goes back to conventional sort of downlights. So the theory is that we're going to have double bed here, radiator. There is internet, obviously, it's the internet, because there's about 3 million network points. And to the point, I'm going to show you round here. So as we enter into here, which is actually all going to be the comms room, there's about 3 million network points down there. And guaranteed that probably still won't be enough. So we're going to get on with it. This room, we were going to put some USBs in, but I think that's changed now because we can do that afterwards. It's a later date. If they want more, we can, because obviously this is effectively going to be one of the kiddies' rooms. A pretty decent room, to be honest. So just as a recap, just in case you didn't realise, and this is the first time you've seen this video, there is a whole series on this entire house. So we took over a botched, I think I'm all right to say that, loft conversion, and let's jump upstairs and show you that. So up here, we had to completely start all over again, and this is going to be a very, very quick run through. So we've ended up changing all of these. All fully insulated properly, all structure work's done properly. Doors have all been changed because they were no good. Believe it or not, that was all changed. New roof on the top because that wasn't done right. The world's biggest Velux right there, that is in. It's all powered up as well. Well, will be powered up. But you can tell it is a mad rush. We're trying to get stuff sorted, but we have hit a bit of a snag. So yesterday I managed to mount up this wall hung radiator, which is going to look fantastic. But we are trying to get on with the ensuite rapidly because we just need to press on, get this job over the line. But you may notice that big fat thing is actually going to be the shower. Now, there's been some confusion about what's going on with flow rates for that shower. So we are on stop, which then doesn't affect just this room, it affects the room below, which is really, really annoying. But hence the reason why I'm going to get on with some second fix where I can. Now, those walls are massively, massively wet, as you've noticed downstairs. And it's just one of those things. But anyway, Happy New Year. Obviously, this is the first day of filming back, so I apologise. I didn't release a video on Saturday and Sunday last week because we had a lot of stuff going on. Family time, had a little bit of time off and just enjoyed myself. And I've just thought, do you know what? I'm just going to be a family man, and that's what I've done. So I apologise, but all will be back to normal as of next week. So thank you very much. So right, let's get downstairs, get sorted, get cracking, and get some stuff on. So this is the room that we're actually now on stop with because we wanted to get the ceiling up. So these are just temporary lights that are up right now. So you can gather we've got all down lights, and here is the map. Map is there. That strobing's really irritating, but I'll sort that out another day. So we've got this room. Like I say, it never ceases to amaze me how annoying things are. So all the windows have all been changed as well. So we've gone through all those, but then this window is supposed to be triple glazed, and they've sent us the wrong beads. Winner. So the lads are now getting on with prepping for skimming out all of the ceiling and landing way because we are desperate to get the stairs in. because that is very, very annoying. And then yesterday, they got on and skimmed out this room. You may notice there's a hole in that one. And that is so the twins can crawl through and say hello to each other. A bit like this. One thing I would like to point out is they are absolutely spot on for tea. So you may notice that the floor is a bit of a mess. And the reason why is because we've got everybody here and they are using this room for mixing. So they're still mixing up obviously for all that stuff in there, but hey, it is what it is. So I'm still bearing with the croppers because as everybody knows, I've always been a snips kind of guy. So I'm staying with it, So all the cables that we've used are Earthshore cables. So with those, they have their pre-earth, pre-sleeve, which is amazing. And prepping wise, we're trying to rattle through as quick as we can. So I'll bring you in at each step so you know what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. Okay, so prep wise for the cables, obviously we're using some automatic cable strippers. Been really good, just they might be getting a little bit worn out now. So what I tend to do is gauge it on my 4 fingers, you know, cheeky. 4 fingers, and then we then do our little peel back is about 10 mil on there, and then I generally, for the earthing, I go about 15 mil back. It doesn't have to be precise, just roughly where it is. And I find that the better length for that to be dressed in. So we'll get that all dressed up. We'll get that all put into the socket now, and then we'll show you how I fold that in. Okay, so they're all in. So I just put a little bend on, use my fingers like that. I put a bend, I can't do it while I'm holding this, obviously. And then as you push that back, it all sits nice and flush like that. So I don't know your view on this, but it may cause a bit of a trigger warning. Oh, I can't do it. Nah. No, I can't put them in. I'm not a psychopath. So I always leave my screws on a horizontal plane like that. Makes life easier. And we'll get the network all sorted now. This is where it takes time sorting these out, but needs to be done. Okay, so it's all sorted. We've got our data on, ready to go. So I've got to crack on, get that one, that one, that one, and that one all done before I can get on with the lights. So we'll fly around those. As you can tell, the lads have filled up the room with buckets of water because they are, like I say, mixing within an inch of their lives very soon. So I better get cracking. Okay, so I've drilled all the holes out now, so I've got Clay obviously to give me a hand with the string line, so they're all drilled out. So now, fingers crossed, I can find all the cables, because that's the most nerve-wracking bit, is actually finding everything. So let's see what can go. Hopefully, every single one's there and I haven't missed anything, because I have been known. Oh, I can feel one. Beautiful. Not too long or anything. Spot on. That one and that one. Right, so only one that's a little bit of a pain is that one. So what I might do is just cut the tag and see if I can just pull it back. So Yeah, not too bad though, not too bad. And then I'll go through what lights we've chose and we'll start getting them installed. Okay, so last one's all done. Got that out now. I managed to pull it with some long nose pliers. Now there is loads of buckets around, as you can see, absolutely tons. So guaranteed to step back and go straight into one of those. Not ideal in the sense of working environment, but hey. So downlights of choice. So we're going to be using the JCC V50s, and the reason why we're using them is because they're super shallow. So there is actually like a service void that we've created in here. So the service void is about 50 mil. The reason behind that is all to do with the insulation that we've got further on down through the property, but obviously we're trying to keep that continuous path all the way through. So we've got the same heights and stuff. So yeah, so one thing I do like about the V50s is that for this installation method straight away is really easy, and the reason behind all that, dropping that in this massive bucket here, is because of these. So that is like a slim profile one, so when you cut your hole in the ceiling, they can pop in really, really straightforward, and then obviously decorating wise you can unplug and all the rest of it, and everyone's a winner. So also on these, so if you haven't seen these or you haven't seen a previous video that we've done, they have got your push fit connectors, which are actually nice and straightforward. So yeah, very, very good. So that will point me on to, if you have enjoyed this video so far and you have yet to subscribe and join the over 25,000 fantastic loyal subscribers, make sure you jump on, and links in the corner, and yeah, get involved. Okay, so we've now got all the downlights in. Now the reason why I've not put them all the way back up is for decorating purposes, and also to let it dry out a little bit faster. So it's been, yeah, a straightforward job. I've got another room to do, but I have got a problem upstairs, and I'm going to quickly explain more, but it's going to be a little bit of a nightmare. So I've got this room ready to second fix now. So we've got, like I say, the lads have only just finished skimming it yesterday. Still a long way from going off, so another room to do. But the problem is we've got some major plumbing issues for the extension, loft conversion. It's been a long day, can you tell by the stress and the barnet, in the ensuite upstairs. So we're going to run up there. Just Lou's doing a bit of plastering, so I just got to wait till he gets out of the way, and then I can explain a bit more. So in the ensuite, we have got a little bit of an issue. So me and Steve are going to get sorting for the waste. I'm not guaranteed that we're not going to hit a joist where that needs to go. But behind there, we've got 15 mil feed, which is normal. And then we have got the world's biggest shower head, which has now thrown a massive spanner in the works, because apparently we need to run 22 mil feeds from all the way from here, from where the mixer control will be, all the way down through, then pick up the other shower that's below, then shoot that across to the front end of the house, out the garage, ready for a whole different boiler setup now that's going to be needed, which is an unvented boiler system. So it's been an absolute pain. So on that note, hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and make sure you subscribe to find out how the hell we're going to go about doing this, bearing in mind the lads are skimming out and the rooms are pretty much sorted. So on that note, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.